Maddie, do you know how to get the camera on here for me? It's just not happening. You're saying use another device, but it's just the camera not coming on. There's use other device. I've even dragged it down. No.
Can you see the PowerPoint up?
Yeah,
Oh,
mate.
that's not me.
It's up.
Jesus.
Voices.
Right, mate.
All right.
Where's Corey?
I think he's trying to figure out how to make his camera work.
Top of the screen, camera.
You might have the thing at the top of the camera. You got that swiped across, Corey? Does that automatically blocks off the camera?
Nah, mate, it's just not working here.
On your laptop?
Yeah, I
Can you
dragged on
see
my
the-
laptop, mate, and everything. It's just not working.
Is he in the same office as us right now, Liam?
Yeah, he's over at Cert Office 7.
Yeah, I promise you, lads. I've used Teams before.
Does Corey have to have his camera on, Dougie?
No, it's got it off. So up the top, where it says camera, can you press that?
Yeah, I've done all that, mate. Yeah, it says integrated camera, none.
Control Shift 0.
Control Shift 0. Nothing comes up there. I've even gone in the computer settings, mate, and the camera.
I think I know what it is. Is there a little screen, a little thing? Is your camera actually off, as in you need to adjust it? The little lens, you need to slide it.
Oh, yeah, there is actually a lens on there, mate, yeah.
Yeah, try that.
Is that in the settings or is that through Teams?
No, it's on your laptop, so you can just slide it.
It's a physical button that you can swipe.
Physical. Oh my god. Retard.
There you go. No, that's all good, mate. That's why I'm the trainer.
That's what I was trying to say at the start.
Liam said that like 5 minutes ago. You just had to slide it over.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
Might keep that on there,
Yes,
actually. That's good.
You said I've tried everything, mate. I've already tried.
Oh. 90
All right.
years old, mate.
We might as well kick it off then. Welcome, everyone, to BSB TEC 203, researching the internet and how to use Teams. And a few search engines, and it should be fun. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. Okay, so we'll be doing 2 sessions today. Session 1 will be basically talking about working from home, the importance of an ergonomic workstation, and then we'll go on to session 2 at the same time, land research and using the internet. I've got a few quizzes, a few multiple choice, and a few role plays we'll be going through as well. And at the end of the hour, we'll have a small break, and then we'll do the online assessment. Okay. So today I'll be your trainer. My name is Douglas McRae. I'm an electrical supervisor in the mines, but also a trainer for anyone basically who wants to come along and learn about search engines, how to use the internet, and setting up a correct workstation. The first session today, we'll be going through a few things, so get ready. You'll enjoy it. I like teaching it, so there's always more to learn, so if you can teach me something, I'll also be happy with that. If you experience any technical difficulties, please write down my number now or take a photo. It's 0408 700 233, and we can organise to assist you to reconnect. Sometimes the internet goes down, so just make sure we get that sorted. I spoke to your employers before we started. I made sure you're fully set up with at least Windows 10, along with your computers fully equipped with your mouse, a working computer, and the necessary needs to get the job done. So it should be fun. Can everyone see me? Can everyone see the PowerPoint?
Yeah, mate, it looks good.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. No worries. Okay. Now that I've introduced myself, let's go around and have a chat about everyone else. What about you, Liam? Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, mate, I'll start us off.
Perfect.
So, yeah, my name's Liam. I've recently moved to a rural area, was lucky enough to get a job transfer. So previously I worked in Sydney. I love the lifestyle here. As a bustle of city was getting to me, and I'm pretty shy introverted person.
Yeah.
My supervisors asked me to do this training as my computer skills are a bit basic. So they've also said that this training will be done online, which means I don't have to leave my house, which is also a benefit. I work through my laptop and the internet. It's quite good, though it's a bit slow in the evenings. My house is fairly quiet, though my pets can get quite demanding. So I have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and 2 goats.
How old are the dogs?
The dogs, mate, they're like 4 and 5. So yeah, quite young dogs.
What type of dogs are they?
Got 2 huskies, mate. 2 huskies.
Oh, excellent. Beautiful, mate.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't try and get my attention too much throughout this session.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, thanks for that, Liam. Just I just want to mention as well, we're adults too. So if you need to go to the toilet anytime, just let me know, and I'll try and recap what you've missed out on, or I'll send it through to you in homework. All right, Matt Gemelli, tell us a little bit about yourself, mate.
G'day, mate. Oh, in a bit of contrast to Liam, I actually live in the heart of Melbourne, but
Wow.
I'm fortunate enough to work most days from home. We've got a bit of an arrangement, that sees me heading into the office, a couple of times a fortnight. So I'm very lucky. But as you can see, I've got the complete setup home office. So, distractions aren't usually an issue for me. I'm quite new to the company, so I've been with the company for just over a month now, and I'm looking forward to being able to, get in and meet more with my colleagues who work interstate. This is my first time doing some online training, but I am quite used to using a computer. I will say that, I'm not too confident that I need this training. Which is, I have conveyed that to my supervisor, but I'm always open to learning something new, and I'm hoping. I really hate wasting my time, so I'm hoping that I get something out of this program today.
Well, guess what, Matt? You've come to the right place, and I'm sure you're going to learn something, because we've got some experienced people here, and you know what? By the end of it, you're going to look back and say, "I'm so glad I did this training."
I look forward to getting that out the way then, mate.
Yeah, perfect. And if you're not happy, just please put it on the form at the end of the session, and things we can improve on as a company, and also myself.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Matt. Nice one. All right, Corey, you still awake there, mate?
Yeah, I'm still awake, mate. Yeah. Yeah. So
All right,
I'm
perfect. So I'm going to be on your toes, boys, because I want you to get the full thing out of this course. All right. All right.
yeah, so I'm just kicking the dog away, interfering. Um,
No worries, Corey.
guys.
All right, tell us a little bit about yourself, mate.
Yeah, no, so I'm Corey, mate. Live in rural Western Australia, about 100 kilometres from Perth. My partner and I currently live with my parents, obviously because the house is being renovated, so it's too dangerous to have the kids and the missus there. We have 3 children.
Oh.
Obviously, I work from home in sales. Yeah, so I've been doing sales for about 10 years now. So, obviously mostly work from home, 50-50 office and here. And so my supervisor just obviously determined that I need to do some more training. So, so obviously I've done virtual training before, so obviously I'm quite used to the setup and how things are run here. I'm just a little concerned that I won't have enough time to do this, but understand how valuable this training is to the company. So I'll put my my biggest attention on this, mate. So look forward to it.
No, thanks, Corey. Good on you, mate. What type of renovations are you getting done at the house?
Oh, mate, everything asbestos ripped out, fully new pipes, new drainage, mate, new wiring, just the whole shebang. So it's pretty chaos.
Who have you got doing the electrical work,
Right.
A
Corey?
company called Vertec.
Vertec,
and
I think I've heard of. I think I've
the,
heard of them.
doing the piping. We've got a company called Pertec. Doing the asbestos removal. We've got someone called I think they're called CareTech. So a lot of techs in there, mate. Very good stuff.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome.
All right. Now that we're all best friends, we might as well kick it off, eh? All right. So just before we kick it off as well, usually when I'm in the class, I just run through first aid kits. So if anyone does hurt themselves or we've got a few stretches to do in this, and we talk about sitting right, correct posture, moving around. If anyone happens to go to the toilet and slips over or something, please let me know. Like, just be very careful. We don't want anyone injuring themselves in this. Even though you're working from home, we need to be careful. Please, I've put attendance form through an email. So just before the end of class, we'll make sure everyone signs onto that. And also, any technical difficulties, you've got my phone number. Otherwise, you've got the 1800 number here, AWT Support Services. Has anyone got any other questions before we get right into it? All good? Okay. So session 1. Can someone read that top right up for me? Together achieves.
Together, everyone achieves more, mate. That's what it says.
That's right. Perfect. Excellent. So this session, we're all going to work together and achieve more, Matt. So you're going to not just go away with nothing. You're going to achieve more. Corey, what's that bottom one say?
It says, mate, occupational health and safety, working from home, and workstation setup and ergonomics.
Perfect. I was looking for teamwork, but that's even better. All right. Now we know what we're getting into. I like it. Okay, session 1. So by the end of the session 1, we're going to understand how to power up our digital device correctly, how to access the internet using selected applications and keywords, and what you'll learn what a search engine is and how it works. What do you think a keyword is, Matt?
I think a keyword in terms of using the internet is probably something that can help you find your what you're looking for more easily, I guess.
Yep.
Maybe not so vague when you're searching, so you use a keyword to find exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, spot on. That's great. That's a great answer, Matt. You are right. You're on top of it. Perfect. Okay. just where we are now, what we're doing, what we can see, we've got a workstation. What's some type of equipment we've got around this workstation?
Yeah,
I can see a chair.
Monitor.
Yep, monitor. There's some good natural lighting in there.
Yep. So you're in the office right now from home, Matt. You've got the mouse, you've got the chair, you've got the lights. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Okay. No, that's good. That's one thing we're going to learn about, is being comfortable and also knowing how to manage that. And then if you see someone who's not comfortable, being able to help them out. Because this course is not just about us, it's about everyone else as well, who we work with and how we can deal with that. Okay. So can you see a little hyperlink down the bottom here?
Yeah,
on
I can.
the PowerPoint? Can everyone just spend 5 minutes? So press Control and then click on it and just spend 5 minutes having a look.
Might be able to do that. Mate.
Can anyone open that up or no?
No, I'm not able to open that up.
No, you're sharing the screen, Dougie, so I'll be able to do that, mate.
That's perfect.
You can open it up and scroll through it.
Can everyone see that?
That's some good problem solving, Liam.
That's what I mean. Working as a team to get it done.
Teamwork. Together we achieve.
You'll have to change the screen that you're sharing.
How's that?
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh,
just
click,
make it bigger, mate. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Oh.
All right. So as we talked about setting up a workstation, there's different types of setting up a workstation. Or posture. Why would that be? Why wouldn't we want that? Liam?
Or posture, mate, could lead to prolonged ergonomic problems.
Yep.
Whether that's to do with muscles or posture. So yeah, it's important that you do have the correct setup.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've just recently, with my training as well, I've always had a sit-down desk, and I brought it up with my manager if I could get a stand-up desk because I felt like my back was hurting after a while, and now I've got that, so I'm standing up the while, and it makes a huge difference. As you can see, using a headset when using desk phone, shoulders relaxed. I'm chilled out. I'm feeling good.
I've actually got a
That's very
standing
important.
desk in my home office here. I'm choosing to sit down right now, though. I've been standing all morning.
When would be a good time to put it up?
I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about that. I guess it's one of the things I was looking forward to learning in this class was, desk ergonomics and what the research, I guess, suggests. That is one thing that I don't know.
Perfect. Because I'm going to explain that to you, and it's also going to be in a multiple choice. So the best time to stand up, or even before standing up, what you should do is probably start stretching. So every 30 minutes to an hour, get up, go for a walk, start stretching. And that's what we're going on to right here. Different types of stretches. So what? Can you see that, Liam? Pick out a stretch here. What's a good stretch you should do?
The leg stretch is always a good one, mate.
Perfect. Yep. What about Corey? Can you just tell me a random stretch, not on this, that you might do after sitting down for about half an hour that might feel good? Just a bit of positive
I
energy.
normally just go for a walk, mate. To be totally honest with you, I think just go for a walk, stretch the ankles, stretch the wrists. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. Stretching the wrist is a really good point, actually, because with using the mouse after a while, it can get uncomfortable. So wrist stretches are pretty good. Nice one, Corey. Okay. So out of that, Matt, what do you think? Did you learn anything?
I think the frequency is what my main takeaway was, that every 30 to 60 minutes, making sure that, I'm having a bit of movement and changing my posture around, not to become stagnant. And also, just keeping the wrist nice and excuse me, nice and yeah, just mobile, so you're not cramping up or whatever.
Mobile, relaxed. Yeah, because repetitive strains are a big thing in our industry, especially if the computer too long. I've seen it. As a trainer, I say to people, don't just stay in one place too long. Get up, move around, stretch. It's important. All right, thanks for sharing that. Just before we go to the next slide, Corey, what could be a hazard in the work office?
In the work office, I'll probably say probably eye strain, probably just excessive looking at the screen for a long period of time.
Yep. Perfect. Another course I've done, a really big one, is leads too. So around the office, there's always leads around the surrounding areas. So we need to make sure they're test and tagged, and also no one's standing on them or gone over them with a trolley. What would we do if we see a hazard in a lead? Like say if it's cracked or exposed wires. What do you think we should do, Liam?
I think you should tag it out, mate. That's a hazard to the workplace.
Spot on.
Sorry,
Excellent.
I'm not sure I'm following. In my position, I work with sales staff. What does tagging out mean?
No, thanks for bringing that up, Matt. So tagging out means straight away, if you see something that's dangerous, report it. So if you get it, once you get a position on a sales or a mine site or wherever, if you see a tag, not a computer lead not tagged, remove it from its PowerPoint, if safe to do so, and then put an information tag on it.
Okay, nice. I've learned something else. Thank you.
Yeah. It's very important to, if you see a hazard, you should definitely do something about it. Never walk past something. Because if you've got a chance to
it's
fix
almost like a duty of care or something like that, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Look after yourself and others.
Correct.
I like it.
That's good. That's excellent. All right. So just a few things we've gone through. So safe and practical workstation. Improves posture. Going for a walk, Corey. Reduces physical fatigue. Gets the muscles going. A few stretches. Improves motivation. Have you ever felt sometimes when you're sitting down in a place so long, you just start getting a little bit down, or the energy's not as good? So it's just good to get into it, like get up, get moving, get the blood flowing.
Definitely.
What's that last one say, Corey? So the last point, boost morale and
Job satisfaction, mate. Yeah, just feeling comfortable and supported could increase overall job happiness, mate. So yeah, that's what I'm looking to get out of this.
Beautiful. That's right. Because we want to wake up in the morning and be excited about coming to work. We want everyone fresh and feeling good. Yeah. I love it. I love coming to my job every day. I love training new people. Because it's not just the feeling of job satisfaction. I know people are going to learn something and go away and also just feel better for it. Yep. Okay. Let's with what we've learned. Okay. We can either write it down or we can say it to each other. So in your little permit pack, in your little work pack I've sent out, it should have been at your house. There's a laminated sheet. So, so with ergonomics and workstation, first, Matt, I want you to say 2 truths and 1 lie. And we'll go around and we'll see if we can guess the lie.
Okay. To put me on the spot there a bit, but I reckon 2 truths and 1 lie in terms of ergonomics.
Are we doing the 2 truths and 1 lie as per the laminated handout, Tony? Is that what we're doing?
I just want to make it very broad. I just wanted to challenge you a little bit there, Matt, because you said at the start of the thing, you adapt to situations quickly.
I did.
So I want to say this. So on the sheet, it's got a little thing like the hero boss or anything like that, but you can do it about anything you've learned, like saying, It's after 3 hours, it's a good idea to get up and stretch. What would that be, Matt?
Okay, I've got you. All right. So my first truth or lie is going to be I often stretch whilst I'm at my desk. I often stretch while I'm at my desk. My second one is I declutter my workspace after every day. At the end of the day, I declutter my workspace and make sure it's clean for the next one. And then my last one of either a truth or a lie is that I have a different keyboard for every day of the week.
I like it. That's very good. Okay, Lee.
Are we
Which one do you-
gonna guess? Is that what we're doing?
The lie.
I think it might have to do with the keyboards, Matty. What do you reckon?
What do you think, Corey?
Yeah, I reckon it's the keyboard. It has to be.
You are correct. You are correct.
Oh,
It is the keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
that was great examples.
Nice.
That was very quick too, Matt. Great work. All right, Liam, let's see if you can beat this one.
All right. So first truth or a lie is my desk that I'm working from at home is ergonomically assessed by a specialist that's come in and specialised in ergonomic assessments.
Yep.
Second one is that my computer is sitting at the optimal height for ergonomics. And my third one is that my mouse is customised for my hand to be able to be used with my computer.
Wow. All right. You go first, Matt. What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
First one.
I'm going to go with the first one as well. I agree with Corey.
With the ergonomic assessment.
Yeah, there's
I
no way
reckon-
you had a stranger come in your house and do an assessment. Yeah, first one.
All right, you guys are good, eh? Yeah, it was the first
Bingo.
one.
That's real good. All right. All right, Corey, your turn. Then if we guess this right, 100%.
Yeah, so probably so my desk. So I've created what I like to call a master desk. So I have 600 screens, 4 keyboards, and basically just like a cinema room for my desk. Yeah, and then probably the other one as well is that I also have a keyboard that's basically at a height where it's probably best ergonomically for my wrist and my arms. Basically, this is approved by a doctor.
Yep.
And probably the last one is probably I have a $300 footrest which I obviously use just to keep my feet elevated and the blood flowing.
Okay.
So which one
I'm
do you
just
think's a
gonna
lie?
say it straight up. I just think the first one's a lie.
I
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely correct. You're
Right.
correct, mate. Yeah,
Perfect. 100%.
brilliant. 100%.
That's not often. Usually someone gets caught on.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. All right.
I think that basically covered it.
I think we covered it. The next section was naming one thing that we can improve our workstation. Let's just have, Matt, what's one thing you can improve your workstation?
One thing that I can improve in my workstation is I have quite large hands and I have
Yep.
quite a small mouse. So I often find that my hand is kind of claw machining onto it. So I think finding a more ergonomic or larger mouse would definitely be better to avoid, I guess, carpal tunnel and all of that jazz. So yeah, more ergonomic mouse would be my answer for that one.
Perfect. I'm happy you said that because the next session we're going to look into research plans and how to choose the right piece of equipment for your situation.
That's
So we'll look
crazy.
into that later. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Liam, one other hazard from your workplace that could happen or that you've seen before or fixed up. Would you please share it with the group?
Yeah, sure. Well, just one thing that I've kind of heard about is when you're using your mouse and your keyboard, if you don't have those little soft things that kind of go underneath your wrists to be able to support it. That's how people can develop, some really bad musculoskeletal sort of issue, and you kind of get your hands that freeze up, and you can't use them to enjoy your life later on down the track.
Oh, thanks, Liam. Yeah, that's a great answer. Excellent. This covers it fully. Okay, we're up to multiple choice. So has everyone got in your little work pack? You should have session 1, multiple choice, research using the internet. Could everyone please find that for me?
Yep.
Yep. You got yours, Corey?
Yeah, though.
Okay, I'll start it off and then we'll go through as a group. Okay, I'll do the first one. How often should you stretch at your desk? Who wants to kick it off, Maddie?
I reckon
B.
it's got to be B, definitely.
Excellent. That's right. And that was every 30 to 60 minutes.
Mm.
Okay, Liam, could you please read out the second one?
All right. So we've got, why should you declutter your desk? A, more room for paperwork, probably won't read again. B, room for bulk coffees to stay awake. C, to reduce stress and distractions. And D, for people to sit on and potentially hurt themselves.
D.
Okay. See?
I reckon, yeah,
is
C, to reduce
correct.
stress and distractions.
Reduce
Yeah, for sure.
stress. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. No worries. Corey, could you please read out number 3?
Yeah. So a good chair should provide A, no back support, B, flimsy, C, high armrest, D, adjustable with a stable lumbar support. Liam McDonald, what do you reckon?
A good chair should provide adjustable lumbar support, I reckon.
I
That's right,
agree
Matt?
with that. I agree with that. Yeah, I was a bit worried,
Beautiful.
but then that answer came through, and yeah, I agree with that
Mm.
one.
So it shouldn't be flimsy, should it?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
All right. Excellent. That's right. That is correct, D. Okay, this is a little bit harder, this one. I'll read it out. What is RSI? Relaxed sitting injury, repetitive brain injury, rotated shoulder imbalance, or rapid spine introduction.
Oh, it's B, absolutely.
So that is correct, because you brought that up earlier about your wrist. Repetitive actions, repetitive strains. Straight onto it, Corey. Perfect. All right,
Good
Matt,
job, Corey.
could you please read up number 4?
Thanks, Liam.
Where should your keyboard be placed? Option A, on your lap. Option B, at shoulder height. Option C, directly in front of you with your wrists straight. Or D, off to the side.
All right, Matt, do you know the answer?
I think I do. I answered the last one, so I just want to give Liam a chance to get in there. What do you reckon,
Yeah,
Liam?
Okay.
I'll crack on in, mate. I'm going to go with C, directly in front of you with your wrist straight.
I tend to agree with that answer. Doug, is that right?
This is a great group, great teamwork, great efficiency. I'm loving it. That is correct.
Sweet.
Okay, I'll just read out the last one. Which surface is best for the mouse? Okay, we've got uneven desk surface, because then it can just slide along and go anywhere. Fabric, mouse pad, or a piece of A4 paper?
Mouse pad.
I think who said that earlier? Yeah, definitely a mouse pad.
Spot on. Mouse pad. It makes a big difference, and it's easier when you're on your wrist. Great work. All right. Debriefing questions for session 1. I'll just quickly go through it. Hazards we identify. We talked about different leads. Matt, we talked about if you see a hazard, you own it. If you can't fix it, get someone in the company or the office that can help you. That is great. it's very important to find hazards and report hazards. You don't look after yourself, you're looking after other people. Stretching. How often should we stretch?
Every 30 to 60 minutes or when needed.
Correct. And maintaining good posture. So when you're feeling ready, you can stand up, Matt. You know, it's up to you whenever you're ready. Perfect. All right. Session 2. Now we're going to be talking about research plan, search engines. So by the end of session 2, everyone's going to understand what a research plan is, how to operate different search engines, how to fill out a research plan, and using search engines effectively. Just a quick question. Can anyone tell me what a search engine is?
Oh,
Would be a
a
search
search engine. I think a search engine is something like Google, where you can search up things to help you with your tasks on the internet.
That's right. Would Facebook be a search engine?
I don't think so. I don't think Facebook is a search engine. I think it's social media.
Right answer. Perfect. So we've got there Google, Yahoo, Bing, search engines. What would be the most favorable search engine?
Oh, I think back in the day when I was a little fella, it was Firefox, but now, you know, the youth are using Google, I think.
Has anyone heard of Duckadoo? I'm pretty sure that's the search engine too, but we'll have a look at that later. We can Google it. All right. And then keywords. We talked earlier about a keyword as well. You're right about when you talked about that, Matt. So if we want to Google something, we'd put in a keyword specific to that, what we're looking for. So if we want just search the new modern fridge to buy, you put in new fridge and you find it straight away. Okay. Just a little talk search engines. The search engine is very powerful because it's basically a big search engine of all the popular things that we can just type in and then we can find. So it's a big hub, really. Yeah. I don't know what we'd do without it, really. It's amazing how far it's come.
You need the hub.
Yeah. Just having a look at the keywords in the search engine, what we talked about. So if you want to learn about volcanoes, you'd put volcano facts, or how do volcanoes erupt, or anything to do with volcanoes. Yeah. And the most popular search engine at the moment is Google. Okay, a research plan. So you're talking about buying a new mouse. So a research plan can definitely help you do that.
That's good.
What would something be like? What would you do if you wanted to buy a new mouse? What would be the first step you'd take?
Well, you know, I've actually been looking for a new mouse, but I've been struggling to find one. So I think this is, you know, as I said, I was hoping to learn something. This might be where I learn. I don't really know what the first step is to find a new mouse. I've been unsuccessful so far. So maybe one of the boys could help me out.
Yep. So we've talked about Google, Yahoo. Liam?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, you know, I think that I guess a mouse is quite a personal sort of device that you need to use. So I think that maybe you're like going out to, you know, like a Kmart or an Officeworks or something, kind of finding the sort of model that you kind of think that fits nice in your hand and you like using it. I think that might be a good place to start.
Yep. So the best thing about a search engine is you can find everything by Google. So you've got your Kmarts, you've got your JB Hi-Fi, You can Google that mouse, JB Hi-Fi, or put in new mouse, and the results are going to come up. And you could put in bigger mouse, and guess what you're going to find?
A bigger mouse.
Big mouse.
Perfect.
That's
I
crazy.
think every man choosing a mouse is like choosing his car, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Should be right for you. It should fit for you. It should work just for you.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
you
car.
gotta
take your
I
time
cycle.
getting the right
I
one.
cycle.
Oh, I get the bus. So yeah.
Yeah, I cycle. I will have some lycra. But yeah, no, it's getting a bit tight at the moment. So maybe I'll have to start catching the bus too.
Yep.
Well, my bike got stolen last week, and you know, the guy actually looked a little bit like you, so I'm a little bit suspicious. But anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah. Are you sure it wasn't someone who's doing your renovations?
Ah,
I've heard
Ah.
that Vertex was pretty dodgy, mate.
possibly.
All right. Just keep an eye on that. Maybe you
Yeah.
should Google security cameras. Okay.
Oh. Well, they installed them.
All right. We'll move on. Okay. Just a heads up. So with that, we use keywords, bigger mouse, and with the research plan, we can find out different prices from different websites. We can look at the reviews, we can write that down, and it's basically a structured document that we can use to identify exactly what the best one fit for you is. So it just breaks it down in steps. So a research plan basically doesn't make you get overwhelmed. It breaks it down so you can just look at bigger mouse, price, flexibility, and most suited for you. Okay. So in your work pack, you should have a little role play card. Can everyone find that? It's got either keyboard and mouse, adjustable desk, or ergonomic chair.
What am I looking for, doggy?
So have you got a sheet saying basically that's the one? Yep.
Oh, thank you there, Matt, mate. Very helpful.
How's that,
I don't have one of those. No.
Liam?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm alive.
All right, excellent. So the question one. So what's everyone got, Liam? What's your
Mine
subject?
is ergonomic chair.
I've got
Matt, what's yours?
adjustable desk.
Perfect. And Corey?
Where are we looking, mate? On the
one
section
that
2
says-
multiple choice.
Keyboard and mouse combo, student 3.
Student 3. Oh yeah,
Yep,
so I've
It
got.
should have.
Yeah, I see it. Wrist hair while using the mouse.
Okay. So what we want to do, so question one, what is the problem? So I want you to think about what your piece of equipment is one, what thing that can go wrong. I'm happy if you use the internet, but just off the top of your head when you're working. So as an example, a keyboard and mouse too small.
Would you like us to write these down, Doug, or just remember them?
Please write them down, and then we'll have a quick talk about it. And then I'm going to choose one person to give me their answer.
Are we answering all of them? Just the first one.
We can just answer number one for now. And then once I pick someone, then we can go along and just answer them all if you're confident. But someone can ask me a question that I don't understand or want further information. Okay. Liam, what did you do for number one?
Yep. So what is the problem? And I had the ergonomic chair. So my current chair, flimsy, no armrests, uncomfortable, too small.
Okay, perfect. And that's why we're going to do a research plan so we can identify that and we can fix it. All right. Do the team want to go up to number 6? And if there's any questions, hit me up.
Sounds good, mate. How much time do we
No
have?
worries. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Cheers.
All right. Just let us know once everyone's finished, please.
Yeah, mate. I think
Go,
I'm done.
mate.
You still going, Liam?
No, I'm good to go, mate.
Okay, no worries. How are you going, Corey?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. I'm all done.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's go through it. So number 2, Liam, we'll start with you. What do you want to learn then? What's your answer about that?
Yeah, so obviously I got the chair, so I wanted to find a chair that was comfy and also has armrests.
That's great. Okay, no worries. Matt, could you please answer number 3? What search engine did you use to find the result?
I used Google. Google is what I used.
Yeah, that's something that I always use as well. It's reliant. We know how to use it, and it's usually very fast too. Good results.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Corey.
Yep.
What's
Sorry, mate.
what's
I
something
might have-
that you would pick? No, you're right, mate. Just put up the camera a little bit more so I can see your face.
Oh, sorry, mate.
There you are, buddy. All right, number question 5. How will you pick like a new object or a new piece of equipment or?
I think for me, mate, I mean, the current situation with the house renovations, obviously, playing medical bills, Mrs. Parents, probably something under $100. Be yeah, somewhere I'll be looking for, mate. Just something that's practical for me, and yeah, under $100.
Yeah. as long as it does the job and it looks after your posture as well. Because if you're working from
That's it,
home,
mate.
it's a tax deduction, and you can also let your employer know. And I'm sure they'll have to do something to help you out. Yeah. If there's a hazard, bring it up to the employer because it's their duty to look after you, not just yourself.
Yeah.
And number 6, Liam, what's a better chair that you buy? Have you got a brand name or something?
Yeah, mate. So I looked it up on Google. It's called the Stealth Ego Gaming and Office Chair from Secret Labs.
Yeah, excellent. That's mint. That's boss style, hey?
Yeah.
How much was that?
800 bucks, mate.
800.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm going to be sitting in it 8 to 10 hours a day. It's important that you look after your body, you know.
It's an investment in yourself, Liam. That's what I've always said.
That's what I thought as well, Matt.
Yeah.
All right. No, perfect. So that's basically just a summarize of a research plan anyway. So that's what I always do when I'm going to buy something. I see all the well-known shops. I just Google them as well, put in the keywords, and you can find the item. And then just break it down step by step. So what do you want to learn? What you'll search? How will you pick? And what you'll buy. So that was great work. You guys picked it up very fast. Let's have a go with that. Okay. From session 2, we have another multiple choice. Can everyone go into their work packs and please find the multiple choice for session 2? Before we do that, though, once everyone's got it, please let me know. Oh, Corey's just gone out. We'll give him a minute.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's the end of the headset.
Nope.
Wi-Fi trip.
Should you? G'day, Corey. You there, Matt? All right, everyone's back on, are they?
I'm here.
So.
Oh, perfect. Let's find out session 2 multiple choice.
Yep.
Yep. So what I want to do just before we start, do 2 stretches each. Just stand up. Okay. And then I'm just going to kick us off for the first 2 stretches. So start off with shoulder rolls. Yep. Just twist those shoulders, Corey. Just forwards. Nice and rotate. Excellent. Now we'll go back. Gets the blood flowing, and that's what we want. All right, Corey. Do you want to kick us off with a stretch of your choice?
Can you hear us right now? Is he dying?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can, Matt. Other side.
Sorry,
excellent.
this is just my first online training.
No, you're doing extremely well.
Thank you.
All right, Matt. What's another stretch?
Let's get the wrist stretches going.
Correct. Especially if you've got a little mouse, these are good for that.
Just that. Just it.
Ooh. All right, one more, Matt.
Oh, I'm still doing my other wrist.
That's good. What I found on the job too, never let anyone push you. That's good. Make sure the job's done correctly, and otherwise hazards can occur.
I reckon we just get some squats going.
Dougie
Yep.
from Sparkies.
Yep.
Sam still with it.
That's nice. Okay. All right, Liam.
Alrighty.
One more stretch.
Just give the wrist a little bit of a roll, lads.
All right. Nice one. Nice and easy. Okay. Thanks for that. Hopefully everyone's feeling better after that.
Oh,
All right. We'll do the session 2 multiple choice. Everyone's doing a really good job. It is an hour. It is a long time, but thanks for your cooperation and participation. All right. I'll kick us off again. So, question 1. Have you got your sheet there, Corey?
Hello, mate. Say that again.
So you've got your sheet. We're on to session 2 multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Number 1. Using the right keywords in a search can A, slow down the internet. B, cause errors and confuse the search engine. C, improve accuracy and results. Or D, take you to something you didn't want to look at all.
C.
What are we thinking?
Hey,
C?
got to be a C.
C is correct. All right, Matt. Could you please read the next one out?
righto. A research plan primarily helps to create social media content. I think there might be a bit of a typo here, so we'll skip that one. We'll come back to it. Write creative stories, publish a blog. Now, I don't think it's going to be any of those ones. So, organize D helps guide your research. I'm going to say there's probably a typo there, but that was going to be the answer.
No, I've put that specifically for people to read to see if they're paying attention and looking at it. Great pick up. A lot of people in class don't do that or say something when they see something wrong.
Good, Matt. Bloody hell, you
So thank you, Matt. B is correct.
Perfect. Sweet.
Excellent. Okay. Number 3, Liam. Could you please read that out?
Yep. So number 3, which question does a research plan not typically address? A, what is being studied? B, when is lunch? C, why is research important?
Okay. What are you thinking? What do you reckon, Liam? Or Matt? Or Corey? Can anyone have a guess? This one's a little bit harder, but
Well, it is getting close to lunchtime. However, I think that is not part of something you would typically address. I'm going to lock in answer B. When is lunch?
what is for lunch, Matt?
I'm actually fasting today, doing the fast. So, bit of a sad time for me coming up, watching everyone else eat lunch. But
So a liquid lunch, Matt.
yeah, bit of agua.
All right. Okay. Number 4. Which of the following is not a search engine? A, Google. B, Bing. C, Facebook. Or D, Yahoo.
C, Facebook, mate. Had a chat about that before.
We
did. What do we think the answer is?
Definitely see Facebook.
C, Facebook.
Because it's social media. Spot on. All right. And the last one, Liam, number 5.
Yeah, which of these is not a good password? So we've got A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B, sweepstake _ 2024. C, good luck with an exclamation mark, but the 2 O's are zeros.
Oh, that's
Yep.
clever.
Or D, keyboard ninja exclamation mark 7. So which one of those is not a good password?
Corey?
A.
Ooh, speedy.
That's quick. Well
Yeah,
done.
I'm gonna have to
You've been
agree with
studying.
you on that one.
100%. 100%, everyone. You're like sponges. You're absorbing all the information from this course. I love it. Okay. So just a quick recap, what we've learnt session 2. We're understanding how to use the internet, different search engines, and keywords. Using all those together, what do we achieve, Matt?
We achieved a positive outcome. We now know how to use search engines and find what we're looking for using keywords.
Correct. And that's how we can eventually find a new mouse.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. Thank you for your attendance for that. Before you go, I just want to make sure you fill out the learner evaluation form. And just another one, we never stop learning, but thanks everyone for being a part of this. And I'll see you all very shortly in the next session because we're going to be doing a assessment on
Sounds
everything
good,
we've
mate.
learned. But
Looking
have
forward
a
to
small
it.
break and we'll catch up. All right.
Cheers.
Great stuff.
Thanks everyone. Good on you.
Bye.
No.